Quadratic equation. A quadratic equation in X is an equation that can be written in the general form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b and c are real numbers. A must not equal 0. So this is the general form of quadratic equation. Normally when we see x squared at the front of an equation, so that is quadratic equation. X here is the variable of the equation ataupun pemboleh ubah. Okay. A and B is what we call as coefficient ataupun perkali nombor yang didarabkan dengan pemboleh ubah. Okay. Nombor yang darab dengan pemboleh ubah macam ni, A darab X square, B darab X. Ini kita panggil sebagai perkali or coefficient. So, nombor yang tidak darab dengan pemboleh ubah iaitu C, ini adalah constant. So, variable can be anything. In this example, our variable is X. So, variable can be Y or any other alphabet. So, kalau Y, our general form of quadratic equation is AY square plus BY plus C equals 0. AB is the coefficient ataupun perkali. AB also can be any number. And C is the constant. Kenapa C constant tak jadi coefficient? Sebab C tidak darab dengan mana-mana variable. Okay, a quadratic equation in X is also called a second degree polynomial. Kenapa second degree? Kerana degree yang tertinggi dalam equation ni adalah X kuasa 2. Okay, yang tertinggi adalah X kuasa 2. Sebab tu boleh juga dipanggil sebagai second degree polynomial equation in X. This equation can have one solution, two solution or no solution. Two solution is always being the solution for the quadratic equation. There are 5 methods which can be used to solve the quadratic equation. So generally ada 5 cara untuk kita selesaikan quadratic equation. Bila kata nak selesaikan, apa yang kita nak cari? Kita nak cari nilai X. Tetapi, kalaulah equation awak ni dalam Y. Contoh tadi, AY square plus BY plus C. Dan awak nak selesaikan persamaan kuadratik, apa yang awak nak selesaikan? Maksudnya, awak nak cari nilai Y. So, in this case, because our equation is in term of X, when we say we want to solve the quadratic equation, meaning that we want to find the values of X. Okay, there are 5 methods we can use. Solving by factoring, solving by square root, solving by quadratic formula, solving by graph, and solving by completing the square. We had discussed the first method before. Kita dah pernah bincangkan method yang pertama iaitu solving by factoring by using calculator. So, this time we will discuss method number 3, which is solving by quadratic formula. Solving by quadratic formula. When the quadratic equation cannot factor, quadratic formula is the best method to solve the equation. So, kalau kita ada quadratic equation, kita boleh selesaikan dengan menggunakan calculator. So, sekali lagi, apa maksud kita selesaikan? Maksudnya kita nak dapatkan nilai X. Kalau nilai X boleh dapat dengan menggunakan calculator, itu lebih mudah. Tetapi jika tidak boleh, then we can solve by using quadratic formula. Okay, kalau nak guna calculator tak boleh, kita boleh guna quadratic formula. The quadratic formula can be used to solve any quadratic equation, even those that can be factored. Okay, given a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So, katakanlah ini adalah kita punya quadratic equation. with A must not equal 0. Okey, kena ingat A tak boleh sama dengan kosong. Kenapa A tak boleh sama dengan kosong? Sebab A adalah koefisien untuk X square. A merupakan perkali kepada X square. Kalau A kosong, X square tak wujud. Bila tak ada X kuasa 2, equation ni kita tak boleh panggil sebagai quadratic equation. Okay, satu syarat untuk quadratic equation kena ada X kuasa 2. Sebab tu kita panggil dia tadi sebagai second degree polynomial equation. Okay. When our quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, with a must not equal 0, then the quadratic formula is x equal negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. So again, x equal negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, below are the basic steps to use the quadratic formula. Step number 1, write the quadratic equation in general form if necessary. Apa general form untuk quadratic equation? Macam ni. Okay, supaya kita nampak apa nilai A, apa nilai B dan apa nilai C. Untuk kita substitute dalam formula. Okay, tengok kat formula ni ada B, ada A, ada C. So nilai A, B, C ni kita akan dapat daripada equation. Step 2, determine the numerical values for A, B and C. Step 3, substitute the values of A, B and C in the quadratic formula and evaluate the expression. The plus minus sign indicates that there are two solutions of the equation. So let's discuss some example. Okay, let's say here we have x squared minus 4x equal negative 4. Let's change this equation into the general form of quadratic equation. Okay, the general form is ax squared plus bx plus c equal 0. So let's bring negative 4 to the left and we get x squared minus 4x plus 4 equal 0. So from this, we know that A equal to 1. From here, B equal negative 4. And from here, C equal 4. Okay, let's factorize this quadratic equation by using quadratic formula. So the formula is x equal negative B plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay. Let's substitute negative b. b is equal to negative 4. So negative 4 plus minus square root b square negative 4 square minus 4 multiplied by A is equal to 1, multiplied by C, and C equal to 4, over 2 multiplied by A is equal to 1. Okay, so we have written down the formula. We have substituted all the values that we know. A equal 1, B equal negative 4, and C equal 4. So now it's time for us to simplify and try to find the values of x. Negative 4, positive, plus minus square root. Negative 4 square. Negative 4 square is 16. 16 minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 4, 16 over 2 multiplied by 1, 2 equal 16 minus 16 is 0. So 4 over 2 equal 2. Our final answer is x equal 2. Okay, the first example that we discussed earlier is very simple. So let's try another example. This time we have x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. So the equation is already in the general form of quadratic equation. A x squared plus bx plus c. Okay, let's take out the values of a, b and c. So x squared, a equal 1, negative x, b equal negative 1. Okay, minus 2. So c equal negative 2. So now we can factorize this equation by using the quadratic formula. First, write down the formula. X equal negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, substitute. Negative b. Our b is negative 1. So negative 1 plus minus square root b square negative 1 square minus 4 multiplied by a. Our a is 1 multiplied by c. Our c is negative 2. Everything over 2 multiplied by a, and our a is 1. Okay, we have written down the formula, substitute the values, and now let's try to simplify so that we can find the values of x. Negative 1 is equal to 1 plus minus square root. Negative 1 square is equal to 1 minus. Okay, this one you can use calculator. 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by negative 2, negative 8. So negative 8 over 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Okay, let's continue here. 1 plus minus square root 1 minus negative 8. 1 minus negative 8 equal to 9 over 2. What is the values of square root 9? Square root 9 equal to 3. So 1 plus minus 3 over 2. Okay, how to get the final answer? Okay, the first value of x is 1 plus 3 over 2. 1 plus 3 equal 4. 4 over 2. Okay, simplify 4 over 2 is equal to 2. Okay, that is the first value of x. The second value of x equal 1 minus 3. So 1 minus 3 over 2. 1 minus 3, negative 2 over 2. Simplify negative 2 over 2 equal to negative 1. So from x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0, we get x equal 2 and x equal negative 1 by using quadratic formula. Okay, we can also recheck by using calculator. Okay, some equation can be factorized by using calculator. So go to mode in your calculator and then go to equation degree 2. Okay, a, our a is equal to 1. B, our b is equal to negative 1. C, our c equal negative 2. So from here we get x1 equal 2 and x2 equal negative 1, which is the same answer here. X1 equal 2 and x2 equal negative 1. Third example, 3x squared minus 10x plus 5 equals 0. Okay, I want you to take some time to think what are the values for A, B and C. Okay, did you get it? The value for A is equal to 3, B equal negative 10 and C equal 5. If you get the same answer as me, then good job, congratulations. So now let's proceed to solve this problem. We want to find values of x. Here we can also use quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, x equal negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, let's substitute the values of a, b and c. Okay, negative b, negative 10 plus minus square root b square negative 10 square minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by c over 2 multiplied by a. Okay, we have written down the formula, substitute all the values. Now let's try to simplify to get the answer. Negative 10 is 10. Square root. What is the value of negative 10 square? Negative 10 square equal to 100. Okay, anything square will give us a positive value. Semua kuasa 2 akan beri nilai yang positif. Okay, minus 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 equal 60 over 2 multiplied by 3, 6. Okay. 100 minus 60. 100 minus 60 equal 40 over 6. Okay. Square root 40 will give us answer in decimal places. So, x1 equal 10 plus square root 40 over 6. And x2 equal 10 minus square root 40 over 6. Okay, let's try to use calculator to find x1. So 10 plus square root 40 divided by 6 equal 2.7208. Okay, we can stop at 4 decimal places. Let's find x2. 10 minus square root 40 divided by 6. So x2 equal 0.6126. Okay, we also stop at 4 decimal places. Okay, look at the answer. The actual answer is 0.6125741113. Okay, we want to stop at 4 decimal places, 6125. But look at the number after 5. Okay, the number after 5 is 7. That's why we need to bundarkan. Okay, kita bundarkan 5 kepada 6. That's why x2 equal 0.6126. Kerana kita bundarkan 5 kepada 6. Okay, the last example. Here we have 2x squared minus 6x plus 1 equals 0. So from this equation, A equal 2, B equal negative 6, and C equal 1. So again, we want to find the values of x by using quadratic formula. X equal negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, formula. And then let's substitute the values of a, b, and c. Negative b, negative 6 plus minus square root b square, negative 6 square, minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by c over 2 multiplied by a. Okay, we have substituted all the values. Now let's try to simplify. Negative 6 plus minus square root negative 6 square. Okay, ingat tadi saya beritahu kuasa 2 mesti nilainya negatif. Mesti nilainya positif. Okay, kalau awak tekan kalkulator negatif 6 kuasa 2, kalkulator akan bagi awak nilai yang negatif, which is wrong. Okay, how to do this? Put in bracket negative 6 square. Okay, you get 36. Okay, you must always remember, kalau kuasa nombor genap, contohnya kuasa 2, kuasa 4, kuasa 6, kuasa 8 dan seterusnya, jawapan awak mesti positif. Okay, negatif 6 kuasa 2, 36 tolak 4 darab 2 darab 1, 8. Okay, over 2 multiply by 2, 4. Okay, simplify 36 minus 8, 28. Over 4. The square root of 28 will give us answer in decimal places. Okay, therefore, kita keluarkan dulu. X1 equal 6 plus square root 28 over 4. Okay, and then x2 equal 6 minus square root 28 over 4. Okay, here we have the two values of x. Okay, let's find the first value of x, x1. 6 plus square root 28 divided by 4. Okay, 2.82287556. Okay, we want to stop at 4 decimal places. So 2.8228. Look at the number after 8, 7, meaning that kita kena bundakan 8. Jawapan akhir adalah 2.8229. Okay, what about x2? Okay, use your calculator. 6 minus square root 28 equal divide by 4. So 0.1771. Okay, we want to stop at 4 decimal places. Look at the number after 1. 2. Okay, perlu tak kita bundakan 1? Tak perlu, kerana nombor selepas 1 adalah 2. So the final answer is 0.1771. So these are the solution or the values of x from this quadratic equation by using quadratic formula.